So, but the thing is that we are using life cycle costing, not relevant costing here again.
Okay.
Because under relevant costing, Anka, once he is permanently employed and he is employed to do such applications for us, then we won't have to take it into consideration. But again, with this one also, we are not using relevant costing analysis, we are using what? Life cycle costing. So it will be included. So we won't take the 20,000 out of the 500,000. We will use the 500,000 as the application fee for the patent. Does it make sense?
So the 20,000, we won't use it.
Like we won't, once you see which included into the 20,000 is in it. So assuming we are using relevant costing, we would have subtracted the 20,000. But since it's a life cycle costing, we won't subtract it. We will still use the 500,000.
Okay.
I hope we are getting the point. Brofuno, there is a difference between doing life cycle costing.
It didn't state that it included the 20,000. So just that the application cost is, and then the salary cost something.
We wouldn't still, in that case, okay, yes, so that's a good question. So the application cost is say 500,000, and then we will pay our lawyer 20,000 to work on this thing. Then his salary will be added.
It will be added to the 500.
It will be added to the 500, whether he is employed permanently or not, because we are not using relevant costing analysis. We go. What else do we have?
The following information is also available for the next 2 years.
Okay, so we've seen the information. Go to the next statement. Shuko is still.
Shuko is still negotiating with marketing companies with regards to its advertising campaign. So it's consenting as to what the total marketing cost will be each year.
Okay.
However, the following information is available as regards the probabilities of the range of costs which are likely to be incurred.
Okay, so we are still negotiating with the marketing, so we don't know how much cost we're going to be incurring. So when it comes to marketing costs, the company is using what? Probability, both for year 1 and what? Year 2. So we're going to be slashing down some workings there in relation to that, and I hope that is all about that. Required. Applying the principles of life cycle costing. So look at the statement. Applying the principles of life cycle costing. That is why anything relevant costing, we have to rush it out of our minds. Calculate the total expected profit for Shuko for the 2 years. Alright, so let's crunch some preambles out. So question 4. We're going to do a couple of workings quickly, and then we bring it to the life cycle cost. Life cycle profit. We're working in 3 zeros up. So what kind of workings do we do? The first workings we could do is to deal with the sales. Okay? So let's deal with the sales. Because we are doing profit, what is profit? Sales minus total cost. So let's get the sales. Year 1, year 2. What is the selling units? 280,000. 420,000. What is the selling price per unit? 55, 45. Fastest hand, please. Yes.
1, 5, 4, 5 zeros.
Be like this.
Yes.
Okay, so 50,400,000. Next one. 80,900,000. Add the 2 for me, and let's get the total, because that is what we're going to take to the life cycle costing statement. 15, 18, 34, 300. Yes, we are working in 3 zeros up. So that's the sales figure. Next thing is what? Material cost. Material cost, no. Says here we're working in 3 zeros later so that save ourselves. Okay. Year 1, year 2. What is the material cost per unit? Material cost per unit. 16. 14. Then we bring the units, okay? You know, in this case, the sales volume is the same as the production volume. Are you getting it? Because we are not giving different units for sales, different units for production, so we use the same thing. So 280, 420. Can I have answers, please? 4,480,000. 5,887. 0. Total. Next one is what? Labor cost. What we got?
8.
Is that yawning? How can it be yawning like that? Labor cost 8 for year 1, 7 for year 2. Let's go. Sales volume. Still 280 here, and then 420 there. Can I have answers, please? 2240, and then 2940. Total
5180.
We good? So sales, material cost, labor cost. Are we done? No. But look at it. I want you to do these workings on your paper. Other costs are expected to be fixed production overheads. You see that one is already in million, and they have already done it. So we will just add year 1 to year 2. Okay? Selling and distribution, add year 1 to year 2. Environmental costs, add year 1 to year 2. Respectively, what will you get? And write it down. I won't do that workings on my board. I hope nobody is missing. You are missing. Other costs are expected as follows. Fixed production overheads. Can you see that? It's in million. So that one we don't have to do any workings. Just add the year 1 to the year 2. Selling and distribution, the same thing. Environmental costs, the same thing. What did you get for fixed production overheads? For those of you who added. 0. So I can show 0.8. 3.8. So we are working in thousands up. So that will be what? 3,800. Makes sense? Makes sense. We are working in thousands up, so 3.8. Selling and distribution is what? 1.5. And then environmental cost? 0.25. Okay, that's it. So I'm not doing that workings on my board. Next one. The marketing cost. We need to do workings for the marketing cost. So let me crunch that one here. For my marketing cost. What did they say about the marketing cost? They are using probability. So we're going to have year here, expected cost. Even this thing, let me do it on my paper. I won't do it on the board. Do it on your paper. Let's go. 2.2 times 0.2. What do you have? 0.4. Now let's work in thousands. Okay, let me still do it here. Expected cost, probability, amount. So year 1, that will be 2,200. Probability of 0.2. Intervene. Would that be 44,000? Will it be 44,000? Because the 0.44. 2600, probability of 0.5. What do I have? Mm-hmm.
Is it 440 or
440 rather. Okay. When we are making in 3 zeros up. And I'm in what?
yeah.
Okay.
I said, where did you get it to?
It's 2.2. So we are working in thousands up.
No. Where did you get it?
2002.
200.
Expected cost, marketing cost, the information below here.
And that's the 2.2 million.
2.2 million. Now we are working in thousands, so we write to 200. Can I have my answer, please? 2600 is 0.5.
How many?
Uh-huh.
876.
Total.
Please, am I right?
You can go and say no.
2610.
Year 2. 1,800 with a probability of 0.3. Can I have answer? 200 with a probability of 0.4. Can I have answer?
540.
For here?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
840.
And then
690.
total. So total marketing cost will be what? Add the year 1 to the year 2. So this will be 1.
4680.
1, 2, 3. This will be 4. So there you go. So these are the workings we do for the question. Now stay with me, let me finish, then you write. So we're going to put all of these on our sheet right here. Now we have the sales value here. So no, can I have total sales figure? Okay, we already have it. 3,400. So let's get that quickly out. So sales, workings 1, 34, 300. Then we are going to less process cost, A, life cycle cost. Now, so what are the things that will come in the life cycle cost? To make sure we follow the order, we have to go back to the question. Remember the development cost they incurred? You remember when we were reading the question? The development cost of 5.6. So that will be 5,600. We bring it. Then we said we are ignoring the lost contribution because we are using life cycle costing principles. Then the next thing is the renewal of the application. It is 200,000 every year. So times 2. 400,000. Then the cost of the patents now Kasano is how much? 500,000.
So that one, can't you make it cost of patent and salary?
No. No.
Which included?
Because we are not even considering the salary of that guy. So we just bring the patent. Because actually it's included.
Okay.
Until everything is covered. What else? I think that's all. Then we now bring the cost we have calculated. Material cost, AI. 46. You sure you're not lying, Edwina?
It's 10,360.
10,360. Labor cost. 5180. What else? Marketing cost.
4680.
What else? Then there were some things that I asked you to do, isn't it? the other cost. Fixed production overheads, how much? Munya
3.8.
So 3,800. Selling and distribution cost
1.5.
1,500. And then environmental cost.
0.25.
So that's 250,000. Are we done with all the cost items? So let's add. That will give us the life cycle cost. So please add them up for me. As I mentioned, the examiner hasn't brought
The first one is what? What cost?
this one
No, the second. The down one, the down
here,
expected.
expected.
32270.
32270. So we subtract it from the sales, and that gives us what the examiner said we should calculate, the expected profit. 2030. There you go. There you go. So this is what the examiner said you should do for 10 marks. Expected profit. 10 marks. You go ahead and inquire. So that's it. Life cycle cost. Okay, so let's go to B. B is also under short-term decision making, but this time around limiting factor analysis. So still on question 4B, limiting factor analysis. What we have there is advise the management on the profit, on the most profitable mix of production, 6 months. And then II, compute the total contribution the company would earn from the production mix determined in A above. From this question, when you read it, nothing drops into your mind that it is limiting factor analysis question. But quickly, you should be able to determine that it is limiting factor or no, it is limiting factor, because the examiner said, assume that A, material limited to what? 596,000, and labor is limited to what? 480,000 hours. So these are the two materials we have. So if these are the two materials we have to determine which one of these two materials are what? Limited. So how do we do that? To do that, we're going to put the product side. Okay, so let's read the question. Equiaba, Limited produces 4 different types of kitchen cabinets. The production manager is preparing its production mix for the year and has presented the following. So type of cabinet, we have J, we have F, we have C, and then P. Then Apollo. Okay, so let's do for material first.
Something like this can change the.
Yeah, I think once be in November to May 2016, I guess so. Once limiting factor, just once. Last sitting, yeah.
Then they lose mass.
That one was throughput too. It was a throughput question.
I did it this year.
So let's go. Material usage per unit has been given us what? In kilograms. 8 for J, 10, 8, 10, 12. Am I right? Is it like that? Yes. Then, yes. Units produced. What's the unit?
15,000.
But as I said, if your emotion tells you that
12,000. 20,000. 20,000.
anything that CA can do anything, so you just position yourself strategically. Shall we go? I think this will be 150,000. No, 1.5. Please punch for me, quick.
The J is 150,000.
Not 1.5. It is zero only with the account.
96,000.
So this is 150,000.
96.
96,000.
200,000.
Total.
The P is 240. The C is 200,000.
Hey, Nhyira Premium is 200,000. C is 200. P is what?
240.
So who gave me 120? 240,000.
No, 200,000 for that.
200,000, 240,000.
Okay, 240,000. Like this, right? Let's add all total. So total material required. Hey, 686,000. What is the material available?
596.
596. Proceed straight away. 596,000. So material is limited. Can we conclude?
Yes.
We cannot, because we need to also do for the labor. The examiner wants to see you doing it.
Nhyira,
Yes, ma'am.
for something like this, and you just do for the material, then you stop.
You know,
Because you know that material is there. With the market.
No, it is, you cannot assume. Your decision must be proven.
Can the two all be limited?
It depends. It depends. But the two cannot be limited. Unless otherwise we are told that they are limited. Then in that case, then A, if material is limited, what do you do? B, if labor is limited, what do you do? Are you getting the idea? That is it. So, labor. So if you know your shortcut, you want to work here. It won't work here.
No, I remember you marked me wrong sometime back.
When you did that, right?
That's how much.
Because it's a short-term decision. And when you do one, you are too smart. Let's go labor. What do we say? 8, 10,
8,
6,
4,
4. Then units.
15,000,
15,000,
12,000,
12,000,
20,000,
20,000,
20,000.
20,000. We go. Can I have answers? Help me out. 120,000 here.
120,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80,000 for
Total. So total labor hours required.
it. 392.
We have in excess, right? What's the labor hours available?
48.
So certainly, labor is not what? A limiting factor. So in this case, material is what? The limiting factor. So once material is the limiting factor, we need to make our decision. So we start J, F, CP. We bring our currency signs. Remember, we are going to be using the marginal costing principle. What does marginal costing say? What does marginal costing say?
Sales minus Variable cost.
And then what?
Contribution.
Okay, so selling price. What's the selling prices?
420,
420,
360,
360,
300,
300,
240.
240. I'm sorry, we are working in Ghana cedis. We go. Material cost. What is there? Are you sure? 10 Ghana cedis per kilogram. But the usage is what? 10 kilogram for J. So 10, 10, 100. And then F is 8. So 10, 8. C is 10. So and also, and then P is 12. So 120. Makes sense? Let's go. Labor cost. What about that? 5 Ghana cedis per hour, right? How many hours do we have here? 8. 5, 8, 40. 10, 8, sorry, 5, 5, 10, 50. 5, 6, 30. And then 5, 4, 20. So let's get a contribution. So Edwina, this is what I mentioned. Like you didn't write it out. What we got?
280,
280, 230,
230, 170,
170. Alright. Then we bring the usage per the limiting factor. Okay? Usage per the limiting factor. What is the limiting factor? Material. So the usage 10, 8, 10, 12. So we are going to be dividing. So that gives us the contribution per the limiting factor. That will be, is it 2.8? 28 rather. Okay. We go
28.75.
28.75, 17, 8.3. Then what do? We rank highest. So 1, 2, 3, and then what? 4. So that's the ranking. So we produce all the units. So we go. Then we are going to put that here. So I'm going to do the production mix here. So with the production mix, material available is how, what's the material available? 596,000. So who do we produce first? F. Usage for F is 8 kilograms, and we are producing how much? How many? 12,000. And that gives us 96,000. Yet free my becking 500,000. Now we are producing next in line. J. Usage is what? 10 kilograms times 15,000. And that will be 150,000 kilograms. So we subtract it. What will be left? 350 kilograms. Next one, who? C. Usage 10 kilograms at 20,000 units. And that will be what? 200,000. What will be left? 150. But if you check P, we cannot produce all units of P. So what do? We will say to get a unit to be produced for P, we will just use the available units, available kilogram, 150 kilogram available divided by usage per kilo, which is what? 12 kilograms. What do I have? 12,500 units. So that's the production plan. Produce 12,000 units of F, 15,000 units of J, 20,000 units of C, and then what? 12,500 units of P. So that's the production plan. Material being a limiting factor. So that is the I aspect. 6 months supposed to do this. So put it down there. Let's do the I. So the II aspect, we are calculating the contribution. Is it contribution? Yes. Total contribution the company would earn from the production mix determined above. So this is the contribution per unit. Now we are going to use these mixes and bring them there. So production mix. What do we have for J?
96.
No, that is kilogram, John. These are the units.
Okay.
You got it? So 12,000, 15,000, 20,000, then P is what? 12,500. So we multiply. To get total contribution. Can I have answers, please?
336.
For what? J. Okay. 3, 3, 6.
4 zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4.
P. 1,250,000.
Okay.
Three
3
point
million.
four. C.
3 million.
100,000.
Then John, you
3
were.
million 450,000.
Okay. Now, that is for individual products, but for the company. So add all. So we add a 4. $11,460,000. That's it. That's it. Now, let me make a quick comment on this question. Number one, what we say in this question, or the original, as the question stands here, or say, assume that A, materials are limited to 960,000. Then B, labor hour is limited to 480,000. Say to say there, and the first procedure now, we are not supposed to have done it. So A, we will assume that material is what? Limited. And do the production mix as we have what? Done. Then we come to B, labor is limited, and do the production mix and come and calculate the contribution. That is how we would have what? Solve this question. But we are approaching this question assuming that, because it was actually a problem, I wanted to remove it. It wasn't a problem. So we are just going through that. What is available is that material is 960 and labor is what? 460. But assuming it is A and B like this, and the event treaty will be what? Separately. I hope you are getting the idea. That's it. So there you go. So let's move on to question question 2. Then after that we break it about 15 minutes, then we come back.